So what is the outlook for the three Singapore local banks, DBS, UOB and OCBC, alright? What's the outlook for 2022 as we begin, right? Can there be more upside? Is the uptrend still intact, or are we kind of like seeing selling happening? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier MyZL, trader in Phillip Securities, and in this video, right, we're doing a quick analysis on the three Singapore local banks, DBS, UOB and OCBC. Alright, so what happens was over the past few days we have seen quite a few good bullish price actions with some of these banks pushing to new multi-year highs. Right, but unfortunately we have like some selling coming back due to like US weakness, due to talks about a rate hike coming in faster than expected, and that's why we saw selling coming in again. Right, so what is the outlook? Can it be more upside? What are some of the key levels that are in the three banks right now? So watch this video all the way to the end. You can get a better idea of what are these banks doing, and of course we'll also dive into a system that I have called 1GT, one good trend, and see if there are any like new bullish entry or exit signals that have came out recently as well to kind of give us a better idea. Right, so watch this video all the way to the end. I think you're going to like what I got for you. Okay, so the first bank I would like to talk about would be DBS, right? DBS Bank right here trading at about $33.05, right? $33.05. So before I talk about where we are, just let me do a quick overview of what has happened over the past few months, right? So this was just last year in 2021. You can see October, November. We were actually holding quite well above that $32 to $31.50 support level right here. But unfortunately, you can see that we kind of like sold off quite badly by more than 5 to 10% over here. All right, about 7%, right? Due to what? Due to the Omicron news somewhere around the 3rd or 4th week of November. All right, we got this Omicron news that came out, and many of those stocks, the blue chips in the Singapore market, sold off as well. And DBS is one of the banks that have sold off as well. So kind of like headed down towards this really good support level. Look at this right here. This is like the $30, also where the longer term 200 days moving average, the blue line is, and of course it is also like horizontal support level, and also where we can draw what we call an upward sloping channel support line. Look at this green line right here. So the uptrend is pretty much intact, I would say, in the longer term. I did a video on the banks as well a few weeks back, and I would say that the longer term uptrend is still quite intact. All right, each time it comes back down in the short term, people are starting to bargain hard and load up again to catch the rebound. That's exactly what happened after Omicron hit. All right, so we kind of like traded back up. All right, went back above this like 31.50 resistance. It was like a support turn resistance. Now it became the support. It was like consolidating for like a few weeks, and we are pretty much back to this $33, right? Look at this, right? About $32.80 to $33. Look at this. This is pretty much the resistance that we were somewhere in November, and we were like hitting there over the past 1 to 2 weeks, right? And there was some selling as well, some profit taking, which is normal. All right, but the key here is that we managed to break this level, all right, over the past few days when the year started, I think on the 4th of January, all right? So yeah, the first week of the new year in 2022, we managed to break this $33. So that's a good sign. It's pretty much like a multi-year high for DBS. You can see pretty much a multi-year high. There's nothing on the left side anymore, multi-year high. So that's a good sign whereby buyers are kind of prepared to take this stock higher, all the way from 33. Maybe targets can be revised higher to somewhere around that 34, 35. You can see 34, a little bit of profit taking over here over the past few days and came back down. All right, and we are back now at 33.08. All right, so I would say that this level, $33 would be kind of like a new support level. Let me just turn this to green in color right here. Let me just give it a little bit of leeway, about $32.80 to $33 right here. I think that would be kind of like a near-term support for now, and I think if we can hold above these levels, that would become a good indication whereby the uptrend can still continue. All right, but you can see like yesterday, right, it was quite a bearish candle here. You can see kind of like opens higher, even higher than the previous day bar, and kind of like close somewhere in the center. So that's quite a bearish candle, I would say, but it's only like one day, and the reason was I think the US market, we sold off as well. In the Singapore market, I think many of the banks sold off as well, and that is kind of where we saw a little bit of profit taking, but ultimately we are still hanging above this support level at about 33 to 32.80. So that's a good thing. All right, hopefully we stay above over the next few days, and that's where I would say the uptrend still looks quite firm, and we can potentially head towards that 34 to maybe the 35 level. Right, so this is DBS. Quite a good thing that we managed to break that 33 multi-year high resistance level. Right, so now we just want to maintain above. If we can do it, I think that's where the uptrend looks intact, and for 2022 we can actually see more strength coming in again. Okay, let's take a look at how DBS looks on my 1GT system. So I have a system called 1GT, one good trend that kind of like alerts us to counters like this, and also guides us on entry and also exit. Right, so a couple of good bullish entry and exit signals over the past year. You can see this is somewhere in November 2020. You got a really good bullish signal right here, went up all the way, got an exit. So green arrow pointing up is like a bullish signal. That's where you can get prepared to take any entry. All right, so that was like pretty much, I think it was quite a good push up when there were talks about vaccine and all that, and that's where the market really started to rebound. Right, so a couple of good bullish entry and exit signal as we consolidate slowly highest in 2021. All right, but let me just zoom in right here. This is pretty much where we are right now. I think this is like September entry, exit, and the entry went up. And yeah, this was before the sell down. I mentioned it was quite a heavy sell down due to Omicron, right, in November. Right, so got to exit and kind of sold down. And another bullish signal came in somewhere on the 6th of December. Right, so yeah, today is like the 6th of January. All right, so yeah, pretty much like a month ago we had like a good little bullish signal right here, went up a little bit, and this is where we are right now. As I mentioned, hopefully we can hold above that $33. That would still be a good thing, all right, for this stock in terms of the uptrend. And yeah, you can push higher to maybe 34 to 35, and we can see if there's any exit signal that comes out. All right, so yeah, this is DBS right here. We got a bullish signal about a month back. There are still no exits, so we'll see when it comes out, but so far it still looks quite okay above 33. So let's move on to the second Singapore bank I will share with you, and that would be UOB. Right, so if you like this video, guys, go ahead to give me a like. It will definitely help out the channel, and thank you so much for doing it. And of course, smash the subscribe button as well if you have not yet done so, so that you will not miss out any videos like this. All right, so this is UOB right here. All right, so we've talked about DBS. This is UOB, currently trading at about $27.40, right, 27.40. Right, so let's take a look at what has happened over the past few months. I think all of you can see this right here. This was like something like for DBS as well. In November we were holding really well, actually above this $27, right? So 27 was like a really key resistance level I talked about in some of my videos previously. You can see 27 was like a really firm resistance level, and we have been pretty much consolidating, I would say, from like 25 to about that $27 right here, right? So from 25 to 27, you can see up, down, pretty much from March 2021 all the way to around October, about 6 to 7 months. 25 to 27, right? Look at this, right? And this was pretty much where we were consolidating as well. Look at this, is even before COVID happened, all right, we kind of like consolidated, and of course we broke that 25 and sold all the way down, right? So yeah, we were consolidating, right, from 25 to 27, and then quite a good thing, we went above, we broke this $27 level, and that's a good sign, right, whereby the uptrend can actually continue. But unfortunately we had Omicron coming in, and then we broke again back down below 27, and we came back to this near support 25, 25.50. You can see somewhere around here, and we rebounded again, right, and then we consolidate slightly. Same thing, just at 27. So 27 was like the resistance turned support, and it became like the resistance level again. All right, but good news, right? Over the past few days, something like DBS as well, we managed to break this $27 level, right? So that's a good sign. That's a good sign whereby buyers are kind of like prepared to take it higher in terms of the longer term, all right, uptrend. As I say, this uptrend looks quite okay in the long term as well. We can also draw what we call an upward sloping channel support line connecting the lows, and you can see like forming higher lows. So that's a good thing. And of course, many of those key support levels are still holding, like this, like 25. You can see it's still holding. We kind of like traded lower, rebounded a bit. So yeah, this 25 would become like a longer term uptrend support, right? And of course 27 would be like a near-term support right now. All right, so I would say that right now we might consolidate in this range from 27 to about that $28. You can see this is where the green line, the 20 days moving average, is like pointing up right now. You can see prices have kind of like gone above the green line pointing up. So short-term moving average is pointing up. I think it looks quite okay in the short term as well. above this $27. So we might see a bit of consolidation, right? So as I say, over the past few days, we saw weakness coming in the market. It sort of push up, but some profit taking came back near $28 as well. So we might consolidate here. I would say like a $1 range from 27 to 28. You can see up, down, and hopefully we want to really break this $28. Yeah, pretty much a multi-year high back to where we were in 2018. You can see this is where we were around that $28 resistance as well. I think we can break that $28 right here. I think upside can be revised higher, maybe to 29 to maybe even that $30. That could be kind of like the next upside target above 28, and that's where the uptrend can continue, and I think it will look quite bullish for 2022 as well. Right, so this is UOB right here. The range is pretty much 27 to 28 right now. Okay, quick one guys. So this is UOB on my 1GT system. Let me just zoom it in for you guys, and this is where we are right now, about $27. Let's say the range is like 27 to about $28. So yeah, we actually had like quite a good bullish signal somewhere in October. All right, that's where we started to see the rise from like about 26.50 all the way to about 28, and then we somewhere around here we got an exit, and you can see this exit came in just before the Omicron sell down. Look at this, right? Quite a heavy sell down, all right, in third week of November. So yeah, we got to exit. So you have like kind of like followed the signal, you exited, take some profit, and that's where you can, as it sold off, you can think about getting in again, all right? But yeah, we had like a new bullish signal somewhere on the 8th of December. So like about a month back, and he started to push up slightly gradually, and this is where we are right now. And simply like DBS, there are still like no exits on this bullish signal. So yeah, let's see. I think probably, as I say, it looks quite good if we can hold above 27 now, all right, and hopefully we break at 28 to push higher, and we can probably see a bit more upside, and we'll wait to see if any exit signal can come in for this bullish signal. Okay guys, let's move on to the final and third bank I would like to share with you, and that would be OCBC, right? So we have covered like DBS and UOB, which I would say that the uptrend looks quite intact in terms of the long term for this bank, DBS and UOB, all right? And it looks a little bit different from OCBC. So I mentioned it in my previous video as well. I think I would say that OCBC, in terms of the trend, in terms of the uptrend, it doesn't look that strong. We actually saw a little bit of profit taking, kind of like push lower, finding a new low, so a little bit shaky, all right? But it seems like we're finding a little bit of support as well, and we saw some good bullish price actions as well over the past few weeks. So let's see where we are, and if there could be any like rebound potential coming in again, and where can we potentially head to, right? So this is OCBC, right? So it looks a little bit different from like DBS and UOB, whereby we are like kind of like pushing higher, finding multi-year high, breaking new highs. But you can see for OCBC, you can see we kind of like traded lower. We kind of broke this like 1140, 1150 support. We went down to around that $11 somewhere around November after the whole Omicron news came out. All right, we sold off as well. Found a little bit of support coming in at $11, and we were actually consolidating right here from 11 to about that 1150. So that was pretty much the range as it consolidated 11 to 1150, and we actually wanted to see it push back up above some of like the near-term resistance level, and that would be like this 1150 level. Look at this, right? So 1150, you can see, was like holding really well since like March 2021. I would say for about like 7-8 months, right? For pretty much most part of 2021, we were actually rebounding from this 1150, 1140 quite a few times, right? Rebounded, but unfortunately somewhere in September we went down a little bit, and then we broke it as well in November, right? So this 1150 would be kind of like a key resistance level, all right? It was the resistance. Right now you can see that we have managed to break back up above that 1150, all right, over the past few days, right? In like 4th of January, same thing like DBS and UOB when banks all shoot up, all right. OCBC also managed to gains as well from that, and then we kind of broke above this 1150. So that's kind of like a good sign, all right? It's only like 3 days, so that's a good sign whereby we can potentially see a little bit of reversal coming in, reversal actions coming in right now above this 1150. So it's about 11.58, which is above 1150 right now. So that's quite a good thing, all right? Hopefully we can hold above 1150, and this is where the 20 days, look at this, a 20 days moving average line. It was like sloping down, look at this, right? Somewhere in November, like down, prices were below this green line, and we started to flatten a little bit, and right now you can see this green line is starting to point back up. So that's a good sign in terms of more short-term upside potentially happening, all right? Prices above this green line pointing up, and also like we have broke the 1150 as well. So that's the second good thing, right? So yeah, targets can be back to the $12, right? $12. Why $12? Look at this. This was pretty much the resistance in October, November before we sold off. Yeah, so that's where we can hit to first. After $12, next target maybe back to the recent high somewhere in 2021. You can see we kind of like touched, got quite a bearish candle here, went down, second, third time, touched. So about 3 to 4 times you can see we headed to this level, about 1250 to 1260, and we sold off. So that's where you can potentially head to, and that's where some heavy profit taking can actually come back again, and you might want to take some profit near there as well. Alright, so this is OCBC. I would say it looks a little bit weaker for now, alright, compared to like DBS and UOB, but it could actually be a good opportunity as well to catch a rebound or like a reversal, and hopefully we can hold above 1150 to date the reversal in 2022. So yes guys, there we have it. We have pretty much covered the 3 Singapore local banks, DBS, UOB and OCBC. So I hope that you now have a better picture of where are the banks heading to, what are some of the key levels you want to take note of, and I hope you like this video as well, right? So if you like this video guys, go ahead to give me a like. It will definitely help out the channel. Of course, smash the subscribe button so that you will not miss out on any videos like this, right? And let me know in the comments below what is your biggest takeaway. What are your thoughts on these 3 Singapore local banks, right? DBS, UOB and OCBC. What are your thoughts? Can there actually be more upside in 2022, or you want to be careful? Are there anything that we want to look out for? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to reply to each and every one of you, right? Joey here. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to see you in the next video.